Hi YouTubers, been asked to do a video that's come up quite a bit actually, and no one's done it I don't think, about how to get tap tops off the handles. They're not as easy as you look, and there's a lot of them, there's a lot of different types. I'm going to show you the two easiest types first, and that's these two here on the table. You can see those there, and I'll just show you how to get those ones off first of all. They're the very easy ones, and then we'll move on to the harder ones. So we'll get onto these first and I'll show you how to do them. Okay, well here's our first one. If you've got a basin tap like that, or any sink tap like that with the old-fashioned type screw head in there with a hot and cold on it, all you've got to do, get this top off. It gets some grips, but don't mark it, do it gently and ease that little cap open, okay? Once it's cracked open, you can undo it. Okay, once you undo this screw, that will show you the screw inside. I don't know if you can see that there, there's a little screw right inside there. If I put it up to you there, there it is, see it? Okay, and all you've got to do is undo that screw with a screwdriver, and then the top will come off. So we'll do that for you, just to show you how easy it is. It's not too bad a job at all. Okay, there's our screwdriver, there's our head, and we'll pin this one off for you and show you how easy that is to do. I haven't cracked this one yet, so we'll do this one right out. You need to push hard just to get it started. Undo the tap completely, and it will come away. Okay, the screw will come out. I know I'm doing it upside down, but it will just come out if you put it up with something. And then the head would just pull off. Now, if it is tough, it's a bit stiff, it's been on there a while, like this one is, it will need a knock or a real hard pull like that. But don't be scared to tap it, but put something on there just so that it won't mark the chrome, okay? Then you'll be left with this, with the head sticking up, okay? Now you've got to undo this. This will also be tight, and it may not come away easily. Again, this is screwed, so it's got to be undone. Now, don't be tempted to put grips on that chrome because it will mark it. You've got to use something you can put round it, anything really, a bit of cloth or something that will go round it like so, and then undo it, because otherwise you will mark it, and once it's marked, it's marked. It's very easy to undo. It doesn't take too much to do it. Okay, that would have done it now. So there we have it. It's a little crack like that, and that will come off. As you can see, all the mucky gubbins inside. That's it now. It's all ready to do the washer, because all you've got to do now is to take the top off. I won't bother taking the top off because you've all seen a repair to taps. But basically, put your spanner around that nut there. Okay, on there. Undo it, and it will reveal the washer underneath. Again, it will be a bit tight, but I've got other videos on renewing these type of tap washers. Pretty easy. This video is just about getting the tops off so you've got access to it to undo it. Okay, so that's that one. No problem, is it? That's a piece of cake. The other one is pretty easy type. If you've got this old-fashioned type as well, this type here, it's got a little red dot in there. Some of them do have a screw inside there, inside that red dot, and you have to ping that out to get the screw. But look around the outside first, because this particular one, as you can see, has got the screw there. There it is there. So we know we don't want to ping this top out, this red bit out, because that is where the screw is. So don't be tempted. Again, this one's pretty simple. We just undo that screw, get it cracked, and we'll get him going for you. Get the screwdriver in there. Okay, just undo the screw there. Be careful, don't jab your finger or anything. Okay, it's in there like so. Out it comes. Screws come out. Again, this top will be tight. It won't just pull away like so. It will be tight. And again, you're going to need to knock it with something. And something else, when this comes off, before you undo that screw, if you have this type of head, if you undo the tap completely like so, okay, so it's completely undone, because this cap just lifts away from here like so. It just pops up and down. You may find you've got enough room there, okay, on that spout to get your spanner in like so without having to take the head off. Okay, so try that first before you even undo that screw there that I've just done and knock the top off. Do try undoing the tap as far as it will go, like it is now, lifting the head up. And if you can get your spanner underneath, then don't worry about taking that head off. Get your spanner on there like so, and just whip it off under it. Crack it open. Once you get it off, same thing again, you'll see your washer then, you can renew it and put it back. Again, this video isn't about doing the washer in the tap, there's millions of those, it's about getting different heads off of different types of taps. So that's them two, they're the easy ones. We're going to move on to the more difficult ones now. Okay then everybody, now we come to one of our posher type of taps. If you've got this sort, the old lever job that goes around like this, turn the water off first, which I've just done, and to get this out, to get the top off to do any repairs to this, we've got to take this little bit out of here. It's the cold hot, shows you if it's on hot or if it's on cold. Now to get that out, we've got to use a little screwdriver to pop it out. Try not to break it if you can, it's a bit awkward, but I'll show you how to get it out. Get it in there like so and pop it out. I mean, I must admit I've just taken this out just to make sure it will come out on the video, but they are a bit awkward to get out first off. Okay, put a plug in the sink if you don't want to lose it down the sink. Okay, make sure that you keep a hold of it and try not to mark it too much when it comes out. Okay, next, inside there, there is an Allen key. It's not an easy thing. I don't know if you can see it in there. If I can shine the torch in there, let's see if I can move the camera up a bit, and you might be able to look inside there and see that there's like an Allen key. If I can get a light on there, there it is. I'll get the torch in there. There isn't actually an Allen key. Can you see that there? There it is. So it's not as simple, straightforward like the other taps. We've got an Allen key there. We've got to get that undone. So that's holding the top on. So we'll pull the camera back here. Okay, so that's down there. Now this is, I've already found out the size. I can't remember the exact size now. I took it out of the box. It was a number 2, I think. But you can see there the size. You may have to go trial and error, but that's the size for this Allen key thing. Now all you got to do is stick this in the hole there. I'm sure you won't be able to see much because I've got to put the thing on there and undo this Allen key. Okay, once that's undone, I've got it off now. Now don't get to get your plug in there or get a bowl there to lose any bit, because this just pops off after that. Okay, there's the top of it off. Okay, if you do your repair. Now inside there will be the screw. There's the screw that we just taken out. Okay, so put that with your other 3 bits there. Just keep them together. So I'll just move the camera there. Now there will be a little cap here. This should undo with your fingers. If you can do it hard, anti-clockwise, it should come off. And there we go. She's gone. If not, you will need grips again. But obviously, like before, make sure you cloth it up like so. Don't just try and put grips on it. It will mark it. Normally 9 times out of 10 is undo with your hand. Once you've got that off, you'll see that there's a nut and thread here. Now it's the next bit to come off. This is a bit more adaptable. I'm going to show you now. I've got a big sort of small adjustable spanner, but you will need an adjustable spanner for this. It's the easiest way rather than trying to find a big spanner. Unless you've got a mechanic car kit out there, then you can undo it. It undoes fairly easily. Okay, it's not tight. Okay, undo that nut and pull that out of there. Obviously, as I said before, make sure you've got the water off before you do this, and pull it out. Once you've got it out, you'll see it's a freezing diaphragm thing. It's a really odd piece of kit. I'd advise, if possible, to buy the whole piece of this rather than splitting it here and trying to get washers in there. They're the ceramic disc, but you can, once you've got it out, you can take that off and do the ceramic disc if you want. But personally, I'd buy the whole thing if you could get it, if it's obtainable, and just really the whole part. Now when it goes back in, you'll see these 2 little lugs here. These 2 little lugs line up with 2 little lugs inside the tap. If I can show you on the video there, you'll see the 2 little lugs on the tap. There they are down there. See those lugs? Okay. It's got to go into those 2 and it'll line up. So we've got the camera back there. Okay, and we'll line that up with the 2 little lugs. You'll feel it drop in. It will simply sit in there. You'll know you've got it because it sits in. I can feel it there now. And once it's in there, put your screw back on and tighten back up, basically. Give it a little. It doesn't need to be dead tight, but just enough, obviously, to do the job. So put it in there, and that'll be that. Going the wrong way. Let's get it in there out. Just a little. Put your back on. Okay, and then the most awkward bit now is just getting this back on, because we've got to get that screw back in there. I tend to get the screwdriver and put it on. If you put it on there like that, ready, and then find the hole in there, you should feel it, and you can get it started. There you go, I've started it already. And chizzing. Okay, that's the way I get it in, and that's got the screw in. And get your screwdriver, give it a little knock up like so, and take that out, and get your little button again. Okay, and get it round the right way. Alright, cold goes to the right, hot to the left, like so. Okay, you can see that. Hoping the light's good enough for you. Get it around that smack in the middle if you can, and push. And that's it, we're in. Turn your water back on, and that one should be up and running, and we should be okay with that. And for saying you've done a repair, that would be it. There we are, she's back on and running, and there you go. Okay, we move on to the next taps. Next up for tap tops we have this type of thing. If you've got these sort on a basin or anywhere, a sink, it can be anywhere, bath. These are half turn levers. Again, it can be a little bit awkward to get off, but they're not too bad really. Again, we'll show you how to do these ones. This little top here, we'll do the hot one. I've turned the water off. Normally just pops off. It's tight, again you need a bit of rag around there to undo this bit here, but normally it comes away with your fingers really tight, but it goes. Once it's gone, like that, it's gone. Okay, what you'll find inside is a screw. Now another little important thing is to make sure your pop-up is down when you do this, because we don't want the thing going down the sink, do we? So put your pop-up down in your sink so you don't lose it, or your waste anyway. Make sure it's down like so, and put it down. Mine's going to pop up here. Okay, and the screw comes out. I'll probably still lose it actually. Knowing me, I've lost many of them down the sink by now. As you can see, there's a screw there. Get your screwdriver, okay, and undo that. It'll be a bit tight to start. Just push it and keep going until it comes out. Okay, once it comes out of there, with your fingers, let's say keep that plug in the sink. I guarantee you, like that, you see. But look, because I had the plug in the sink, there it's safe and sound. Okay, so take that out now. What you got then is the top that just pulls off. Okay, just yank like so. Don't drop that in the sink now. Don't break the sink. Although I have done this before, I've done it before. I've been plumbing too long, I think. Anyway, there leaves your handle there. You can see now you just need a spanner on there to take that off and do your disc. Just get the spanner on there like so and twist her off. I'm sure you know how to do that. Try not to miss the whole tap through the thing, but because it is easy to turn them all around when you're undoing it like that. I did just a fraction there. I'll just make sure that's tight in the sink from underneath later, and then just whip the thing out. Again, to renew your disc underneath. I'll take this one out. The ones with the washers I showed you earlier, you know how to do those. Everybody knows how to do washers. And there's your disc there. Okay, you can renew those and job done. Put it back and you should be okay. Make sure the seating's nice and smooth in there. Okay, the seat, this tap's quite new, so obviously it is. You can see it's quite decent. But if you live in a hard water area, make sure that's ground flat, okay, and put your bits back, and that should be that for this little ditty. We'll put him back, and you can see how easy it goes. It's not too bad. You don't need to call plumbers in for these type of things. Do them at home and save yourself a lot of money. I'm only telling you because I'm a plumber and I used to do this for 40 years till I retired last year. Now I thought, hang on, I think I'll save some other people some money instead of calling me in all the time. Save some money and do it yourself. It's possible, it's easy. Just get that, when you're putting that back in the off position, just make sure that it goes up level with the tap like so. I mean that one's like that, so I think you probably want to come around one more notch. That's it, so it matches the other one. You can see that, so they're both the same together. And then pop your screw in and we should be there then. And I'll put the cap back on. So we don't need to see how that goes, but I'll show you anyway. speed that bit up if it comes to it. I've done that before now. Got to a boring bit of the film and sped it up just to get through the boring parts. Yeah, there we go. That's on there. That screws back in there, and your tap should be done. Okay, that's about it for them ones. And that's how to do those little ditties. Okay, very last. What about if you've got a pet? What about a set of these nasty things? Look great. Here they are. Those waterfall taps. Now they look a bit of a mystery, don't they? But don't worry, they're not as hard as you think. With these, this cap comes off. Okay, I'm not going to go taking all these off the bits because it's fairly simple, as you can see. This cover comes away, and there's a nut there. You can see it around there. Just put your spanner on there. This glass bit lifts off once you take that cover off. I'm not going to take it off because I'm too scared of breaking the glass. I did on the last one. I'll only do these under supreme pressure. Put something in the bottom of the bath there so that if it does come off and fall in the bath, you can, at least it won't break. I'm not going to bother taking it all off. Just going to show you that nut there undoes. Okay, the glass lifts out then, clear. And then put your spanner on this nut here. I don't think you can see the side of that nut. Just get it on there, undo it, usual thing, and pull the body out, and then you can get to your ceramic dishwashers underneath. Again, it's not a dead easy one, but when you first look at it, you wonder how the hell you're going to get it off. But it's all revealed under this little screw cap there, and that's all there is to it really. It's not quite as bad as it looks, but say on that one, unless you actually request me to take one of these off and show you completely, and you want me to do that on another video, I will take it right off. Just at my wife, she's very funny about it, isn't it? Don't you go taking that tab off in case you break the glass. Yeah, okay, but there we are, guys and girls. That's how to do different type taps in the case of not actually repairing the tap, but getting the tops off, because it is very, very awkward. I'm sure I've had to do this on my iPad because the missus took the camera, so I had to use this pad. That's why it's a little bit dodgy with the photography on this one. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Darren33 for my videos, and please subscribe. Thanks very much for watching.